Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio, Charlotte to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. 704-227-8986. Yes, the water line is back. It's on. It's popping. Anything in the world of sports, you want to get off your chest, call my water line and whine about it. That number, 704-227-8668. I play them around 5:30-ish or so. Also, catch me live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com. Click Listen Live. You got live with the QCB. Download that app at Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. You got live with the QCB. Also, on your radio station, HD Channel 2. If you got one, you got all of them. I'm saying 95.1 HD2, 97.9 HD2, 101.9 HD2, and 104.7 HD Channel 2. The signal's so strong, it goes from here to Fraggle Rock. It goes from here to Wakanda. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie Commando. It's stronger than Sylvester Stallone was in the movie Over the Top. It's stronger than Kurt Russell was in the movie Big Trouble in Little China. Come and find me on your radio station HD2 like Indiana Jones found those kids, those youngins, those children in the Temple of Doom. Also, we're live on my Instagram page at RealQCB. Right now, at RealQCB. Follow me, subscribe. Go to YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Check us out inside the studio. Go to YouTube, type in The Real QCB. You got me right there. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Facebook, The Real QCB. Twitter, at Real QCB. Man, there's 2.6 million ways to listen to my show. If somebody comes up to me and says, well, Q, I heard you back on the radio, pal, but I don't know how to find your program. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm going to go old school with WWF and give you that Mr. Perfect Plex right where you stand. Man, March Madness is here. March Madness is here. Brackets are getting filled out. And, man, we have some crime going on. The damn Tar Heels in the tournament and the world's upside down. Feel like I'm watching that awesome new series called Paradise on Hulu. If you're watching Paradise, you definitely got the reference. We're going to talk about it. What's going on with the Duke Blue Devils, Cooper Flagg, his health. They banged up. Surprises, whatever. We go get into everything. My man Richard Walker in here about the Charlotte Hornets. Are the Charlotte Hornets becoming the Cleveland Browns of the NBA? Panthers making moves, not making moves. We all over the place, but it's March Madness dominating talk today. We're definitely going to get into it. Right with me today, my man was former NBA beat writer, my man Richard Walker, broadcasting, media journalist, columnist for over 30 years in this area, man. Now he got his website, CarolinaSportsHub.com. Make sure you check it out. Richard Walker in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, everything's good. How you doing?
Man, we knocking them out. We knocking them out. And also right with my man on Mondays, he does What Happened on This Day back in the day around about 4:50. Catch him Saturday mornings, 8 to 11 right here on About Your House with my man Ray Terry. Rich in the building. What up, man?
What's going on, Q? Good to be here.
Oh, man, we knocking them out. And also in the studio, my guy Jalen Champ on his way to App State in a few months from now. So he'll go up there and knock him out App State. Man, hey. I don't even need my notes. This is nonsense. Why is the world upside down because the measly Tar Heels got in? They're not in as a 1 seed. They're not a 2 seed. They're in a damn playing game. Isn't it called the playing game? Or
No.
What is it called? What is it called?
The first four.
The first four. What's the big deal?
It's the national media is seeing blood in the water with the ACC. It's only going to get worse now that revelations have come out that Bubba Cunningham makes $104,000 for his team, the chairman of the committee, making the NCAA tournament. And I'm not surprised they're in, but I'll ask.
So you okay?
I'm not, because they always get the benefit of it.
But should they have been in the court? Should they have? I think they should have been in.
This will be my point. And if you're being real, even North Carolina fans that I'm talking to, any other team in the country had North Carolina's resume, they're not in this tournament.
Carolina won 20 wins.
Shot holes all in it, and they'd have got somebody else in.
But they beat 2 tournament teams, Q, American and UCLA. 2.
Right. So first of all,
and Americans a mid-major, they had to win their conference tournament. So that's not even something to brag about.
They're playing in the first
4.
But American.
Maybe they can meet American, practice with them, and in Dayton.
American is 22-12. You got 4 SEC teams who have 20 wins. American has 22 wins. Like I think the SEC got way too many
They
in,
got
but
14 to 6.
that's
insane.
that's asinine. But we're gonna talk about that as well because I think the SEC got way too
But I
many
think
teams
that's
in.
the deal that was made. You got a chairman who makes $104,000 if his school makes it, and a league that's dominating the NCAA. So both people are happy now.
Listen,
But the national media sees the fraud that it is. This is the same outrage you saw 2 football seasons ago when somehow an unbeaten team, because of an injured quarterback, didn't make the tournament.
listen.
When it was a 4-team college football playoff.
Strength of schedule in college football is everything. It's every freaking
Until
thing.
it's not.
Right?
Until
That's
it's
the
not.
first thing they threw out there, the strength of schedule. Strength of schedule. In college basketball, strength of schedule is not that big of a deal like it is in football. Do we all agree with that?
Well, and the point that
Right?
I would make, and I remember
It's not even
depends
close.
on what
early in the
narrative
week
you're
when
talking
I'm-
Oh, come
I
on,
was talking to
man.
some
People
reporters.
push certain things that fit
Yeah.
their
I
narrative.
know, but
Yeah.
strength of schedule is the number one thing they talk about in college football. Without anything. Look, I do it. Strength of schedule.
This is where I'm going to defend North Carolina on this, and I just had this discussion.
Don't say the word quad.
Well,
y'all running
do
with
you
this
want to
word.
discourage teams like North Carolina who have historically played a really good schedule from doing that?
I know, but Richard, they bringing up. I hadn't heard quads ever until last week. Sound like a bunch of damn.
years.
I've never heard quads. I mean, what does quad even mean?
The one thing that I thought the old BCS era had right was you pitched all this stuff in a computer, you establish your criteria, and you pick the top teams. They have net, they have all these different quotients or ratings. Why are we monkeying around each and every year with, well, what about this? What about that? Because it gives administrators the opportunity to lace their own pockets, as Bubba Cunningham did, or take care of the Southeastern Conference because you're terrified that if they, because here's where we are with the NCAA, and I'm going to say North Carolina broke the NCAA with the academic scandal.
Yeah.
So now they're terrified they're going to get sued. I don't think West Virginia is going to get any traction, but I can guarantee you Indianapolis is shaking in their boots because what lawsuit have they won recently? They're pitching an offer.
Okay,
they're pitching an offer. All
I know,
you
but
do is sue the NCAA and you beat them.
We
They have no legal leg to stand on after the student athlete myth was debunked with the Carolina scandal, and everybody sued them and beaten them ever since.
I know, but the Tar Heels, they ended the season hot. Last 10, they went 8-2, and all I kept hearing was that they have to make a deep run in the tournament. Well, they did. They went to the semifinals. That's a deep run. They're in. Then I keep hearing this quad
and the
thing.
point that I would make
I'll give you the quad definition.
Yeah, but I'm saying that sounds like a bunch.
How many years have pompous ACC fans, of which I can sometimes be one because the league has historically been the best, would look at another league that had 3 teams in and say, why do you deserve a 4th? Well, look at the tough schedule. Well, you didn't play a tough schedule. Only 3 of your teams are legitimately in.
The Heels had 20 wins to make it 2 years ago. I thought they should have been in. So with 20 wins, North Carolina on their chest.
But that was the year that the ACC had 5 or 6 teams.
What? No, they listen.
So
they had 5 the last 3-4 years. 5. Now they should have got 4, right?
Yeah,
right.
They should have got 4.
Right, and it just I've never heard the word quad. First of all, it's been used 1,000 times. Sound like a bunch of damn nerds. Get those nerds! Nerds! Sound like a bunch of nerds.
You want to know the definition of the quad one and the criteria is? It's a victory against a team ranked within the top 30 in home games, top 50 in neutral, or top 75 away games in the NCAA evaluation tool net rankings.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
If you're going to use that metric,
then
guys,
use the top rankings to seed the field.
Right.
Why are you letting a human element get involved?
So wait a minute.
If
So
if you're going with
hold on, rewarded for scheduling. You should get rewarded based on who you beat.
I know, but this whole quad thing, it just came out of nowhere, and people running with it because a group of nerds made it up. Now here's my thing. Now a month ago, the Heels wasn't in, door was closed. Hubert Davis on the cusp of losing his damn job and all that nonsense. Now they turn it around. They end the season hot, 8-2. Then they make a deep run in the tournament. People kept saying if they don't beat Duke Saturday, they need to make a deep run at ACC tournament. They lost to Duke and they made the deep run. And then when they beat Wake Forest is ranked higher in the ACC tournament. That's a win. Just this hatred of North Carolina is disgusting.
Well, it's a national hatred of the ACC, and North Carolina becomes the flagship of it.
Well, Richard
and
Dookie, he can't stand him.
Yeah, but having
And you're a state guy, you can't stand him.
But my point is,
He's talking about
there's been many. I mean, locally, a lot of people don't like in North Carolina, but I'm saying this particular instance is driven more by the national narrative that the ACC is way down.
See, I disagree with that.
And a lot of people, but a lot of people nationally got sick of hearing the ACC have this cavalier, provincial attitude of like, we're the dominant conference.
They are, just like SEC is in football. Right.
But it's flipped on them.
Do you not think though that they let teams in based on what they think can make the most money, the ratings, everything? Like
the TV execs, yes, they want North Carolina in.
For sure. But if it was Wake Forest and they had this resume, do you think they'd get in?
Well, you should have went to Carolina. You should have been a school called North Carolina.
That's not right.
Right. That's right when it comes to them greasy politicians in the business. That's what I'm
trying to tell you.
Right.
Carolina definitely got the benefit of the doubt, and they didn't deserve
that's been in there since for 70 years.
Yeah, I'm just making sure
so that's not nothing new. I hear what you're saying, but also they put the work in. They got a little help, of course. Duke gets help. If you're a top-notch, market team, any sport, you're gonna get some help.
The same resume, I think Duke would have gotten into.
I know,
I
but
would have said the same thing.
People acting as if the Tar Heels have won 13 games. They're 13-18, or they 12-20. They won 22 games, 8-2, last 10, and went to the semifinals of the tournament, which people were saying they needed to do to get there, and they did that. So what's the issue? Because of something called a quad. You know what I say about quad? Get those nerds! Nerds! I keep hearing it. That's what I keep hearing.
I just see a team that could really be one team that's in the tournament.
It's not college football. It's not college football.
They talk about strength of schedule. That's what they keep saying. Oh, Carolina's schedule. They took this team to the wire. They took this team. Do we not forget that they barely beat Boston College at home? They lost to Pittsburgh, who finished like bottom 5. Boston College didn't qualify for the ACC tournament.
So Wake Forest didn't either, right? Wake Forest didn't make it, did they?
Oh, Wake Forest didn't make the NCAA. They made the ACC though because Carolina beat
them.
Yeah. They were 4. And
right. I know they were 4. I was saying North Carolina beat them, right?
So if Wake Forest had beaten Carolina though, they still wouldn't have gotten in if they didn't beat Duke, and they would have beat Carolina twice.
All these scenarios y'all throwing on a chalkboard, and I feel like I'm watching.
Make it make sense.
I'm making it sense. Y'all not accepting it. I feel like
I'm not surprised they're in. I'm just saying if any other team.
But should they have got in? I don't care how you surprised or not. No. Should they have got in?
No.
22 wins don't get them in. Well, going to the semifinals of the ACC tournament don't get them in.
Here's the mixed message.
What's that?
Not this year.
Okay. Auburn's number 1 overall seed because of quad 1 wins.
Here we go with the quad 1, man.
Right?
I'm sick of hearing quad 1.
Think about it. If their argument is quad 1 wins makes you the number 1 seed, what does one quad 1 win get you?
Rich, I got to be honest with you.
Field of competitors that are much more quad.
What are they, 1 and 12 and quad 1.
So either quad 1 wins matter or they don't.
Say quad. Keep saying quad. I'm gonna keep saying this. Get those nerds! Nerds! That's what it sounds like. Last year, I didn't hear quad from neither one of y'all.
You never mentioned quad to me.
Last year, I didn't hear the word quad.
They've been talking about quad a lot.
I heard of a quad, like you quad.
5 years
the last several years, it's been quad. All the brackets.
How come I've never heard it before? And I'm sitting right here.
More attention.
So I wouldn't.
Well, you're not watching these crazy break down the bracketology shows. and hey,
you're not crunching the numbers.
And in a lot of respects, good for you because you're saving your time. It's a better use of your time.
Come on, man, with the quad stuff, man. Stop it.
Like me and Joe Lenardi,
you're watching Joe Lenardi too much. I guess
let me tell you something. If the NCAA wanted the Heels in and the TV execs wanted them in, why they didn't get in 2 years ago when they won 20 wins? There's only 2 more wins this year.
They didn't deserve to get in.
So wait a minute. So 20 wins.
They were too far down.
Wait a minute.
Hold
on.
They were like what, 10th in the ACC?
Now you're taking me on
the team out that year.
Now you're taking me on a doozy. So 2 years ago when they won 20, they didn't deserve to get in. This year they win 22 and then go to the semifinals of ACC. They still don't deserve to get in.
Well, hold on a second.
What?
You're leaving out a key bit of information.
What's that?
Their team voted not to go to the NIT.
Yeah, no.
Which tells me
I thought they should have went.
That their AD, who was due $104,000 bonus check, was informed by his coach that his team really didn't want to play anymore.
Well, I thought they should have went to
they did want to play some more.
I thought they should have definitely went to the NIT.
that's a separate argument. But my point
Yeah,
is,
right.
the AD is responding to what his coach wanted or didn't want. They wanted to play this year.
I
2
mean,
years
this year,
ago, they
if they could have played in the College Crown, I guess, if they wanted to play, if they didn't want to play in the NIT. I mean,
well,
That's what I'm saying. But
yeah, let's go, baby. CBI, Daytona Beach,
Royals.
let's go. But you're not matching what you're saying. 20 wins 2 years ago, they didn't get in. They shouldn't have got in. Then 2 years later, they win 22 games. You're still saying they shouldn't have got in. And on top of that, they went to the semifinals of the ACC tournament.
Any other
So
year,
you're still
22
saying
wins in the ACC in the semifinal. Yes, there is.
I mean, but what's the
year,
difference
the
between
ACC
20 and 22 wins? You both still saying they shouldn't have got in.
Because they didn't beat anybody. The ACC was
man.
uncharacteristic. This is the worst top
Y'all got to
to
give me a stronger argument than that, man.
Here's
Come on,
the
man.
argument that tells you how low the ACC is rated. Who could have told you even a week ago that a team that went 18-2 in the ACC regular season and lost in the tournament championship game after leading in the first half would be a 9 seed?
Yeah, 8 seed.
8 seed.
Close. I mean, same thing practically. Yeah.
I mean,
how Louisville's an 8 seed.
That tells you where the ACC is perceived nationally.
Oh, man.
And Clemson, a team that beat Duke, is a 5 seed.
Yeah.
The only team that got Duke their loss in the ACC.
Now we're talking about
I'm
the
saying,
importance
Q,
of
it's
wins and losses in college basketball. I've never heard it before.
Now, ironically, you're going to hear more about home court advantage
Oh, my goodness.
coming up because Louisville is
Why get the travel? Well, that I have.
For the chance to play Auburn.
That I have heard of. But all this quad stuff, you just sound like a bunch of damn nerds.
Get those nerds!
Nerds! Hey, man, let's go to break, man. I'm not done with you two nerds.
I love calculators.
Now we saying quads all of a sudden now. Come on, man. Last year, you guys never said the word quad to me.
You didn't ask me.
You didn't propose. Why you didn't say it?
Because I had no beef with the teams that got in last
so you
year.
had quad in your back pocket?
Yeah. I've been studying quad for quite a while.
You guys, you're out your mind. We're coming back. We're not done with this. Live with the QCB, Fox Sports Radio, Charlotte. Pete Hunt, what's going on, man? Boy, I tell you. Let's start to the break. Coming back, Live with the QCB is proudly being brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. Let's go. Welcome back live to QCB. Got me on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Check me out live online at foxsportsradioshow.com, man. We talk about the Tar Heels, and the world has put on notice that they shouldn't have got in, and all of a sudden they got all these bunch of damn nerds talking about something, a quad something.
Get those nerds!
Nerds! Richard, what would have been a good number for the Heels for you to say, you know what? What should have happened for you to say, you know what, Q? They deserve to get in. Like what number? Like what could have got them in closely? Because this is a close, and they in by a nose. This is by a nose how they in, and you guys are reacting like it's the Paradise
I'm not surprised
new
they're
TV
in.
show.
You're missing my point.
But you said they shouldn't have got in.
No, I'm saying, of course, they got the benefit of the doubt. I mean, you're splitting hairs between them and West Virginia and Ohio State and all these teams. But based on the
You should have been named North Carolina.
Fans have used for years to criticize other teams' bids. They shouldn't have made it.
Well, they didn't make it 2 years ago when they only had 20 wins, and they got 2 more wins.
They
You
didn't
still
want to play anymore.
I'm talking about the March Madness, the big dance. I'm not talking about the
NIT
NIT.
anymore.
No, I'm talking about the NIT. I'm talking about the March Madness, though.
Yeah, but Bubba Cunningham was on that committee too.
So why they didn't put him in
They didn't want to go
to March Madness?
Yes, that was the toxic team of Love and Davis. It was a mess.
So wait a minute. You tell me the North Carolina Tar Heels didn't want to go to the big dance in March, what you play all
they were
year for?
Embarrassed on the stretch. That's why they voted against going to the NIT. They knew they were going to blow up their team in some respects. The transfer portal was happening.
Now, what team gonna say? I understand teams saying no to an NIT and whatever else. You telling me
anybody that North Carolina would say that?
They said no to going to the March Madness.
I think they would have accepted it, but they were disappointed that they missed the bubble that year, and that's why they turned.
Okay, but you just trying to get in. Once you in, you in.
I think they were ready for that season to be over.
Jeez, you guys surprised me today.
No, I mean that's where they are.
Who in the hell wouldn't go to play in March Madness if we had opportunity to? Not NIT. We talking about the big dance. The dance George Bailey and Donald was dancing in It's a Wonderful Life when he went back to Bedford Falls High School. And the pool opened up in the floor.
You have lived in the state a while, and you know how many front runners are among Carolina's fan base, okay? They don't want to go if they don't think they can win it. And that team didn't think, and that team wouldn't have won it. This team's not going to win it.
It was shot.
Well, they just wait a minute. That's damn near the same team the year before that went.
Though, if they, Richard might know something. I wouldn't sit here and say that they didn't want to play anymore if they were going to get in the tournament, but I think they just didn't want to play because NIT was a lesser.
They thought it was their graceful way.
I know we're not talking. Listen, I thought they should have won NIT. Dean Smith's first championship was NIT, so and the banner's still hanging. So they tried to hit. But we're bigger than that. I said, well, first of all, if you go to the Dean Dome and look up, the banner's still up there.
Right,
it's still up there. So you're not that embarrassed about, huh?
The NIT did mean more back then.
Of course it did. Of course it did. So, I mean, don't answer word on it now. And I'm saying, you talking to a guy, a Gamecock, I think we three-peated at the NIT.
Ronaldo Bachman is an NIT legend.
It was like number 25.
Yeah.
Based on the number, I think it was 24 teams in NCAA.
Right.
And only one ACC team. So, I mean, it was a very meaningful championship in 71. Obviously not so much anymore. They can't. I mean, teams are turning them down.
They asked South Carolina, and they told them no, too. South Carolina's got 2 wins in the conference.
It's a sad day.
NIT's on its way out.
Sad day in sports, man.
It is.
Tar Heels bust their ass and win
the consolation tournament.
8 out of 10 games at the end of the season and go to the semifinals, and people say they don't deserve to be in. That's a damn shame. Tar Heel fans, I got your back, man. I got your back. I think
going on wins.
They got 22.
Well, UC Irvine is 28-6. They didn't beat anybody.
Well, they're not Carolina.
You want to put them in?
They're not Carolina.
I'm just saying, if it's
a spot for them, put them in.
You want to put the Anteaters in?
If it's a spot for them, put them in. I'm just talking about the Tar Heels.
Going off wins. That's what I'm saying. But Carolina has hardly beaten anybody either.
I know y'all keep talking about the strength of schedule, and we don't talk about that.
Great strength of schedule. I'm saying they just hadn't beaten anybody.
I know, but that doesn't matter that much in college basketball as it do in football.
When you're on the bubble, that's everything. Who have you beaten?
Oh, come on, man! In college basketball, when did these new?
How you get people in and how you decipher who's out?
When did these new rules come in? Because I've never heard these rules before.
The quad 1, 2, 3, and 4 was
here we go with the quad.
Pandemic era?
Yeah.
Here we go with the quad. Hold on.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
The last one kills me. We're talking quads now.
Yep, we are, unfortunately.
Rich, why could we never said the word quad? I've been knowing you since Pac-Man days. We was sitting in the studio, right? Same building. You've been in this building for 24 years. And you never said quad to me.
What the record was against ranked teams.
I've heard RPIs and all that.
Yeah, RPI was the big.
That was. Now I knew RPI. So
same concept.
So quad has replaced RPIs.
You don't
have you watched any college basketball this year? That's what they've been talking about all the time.
Every time they say
quad one,
so and so's resume, quad one, quad two, quad three.
That's all they've been talking about is the quads.
I just heard about it about an hour ago.
You've been watching the murder mysteries too much. Is that what it is? You're not watching the basketball?
I saw somebody get stabbed in their quads on Snap the other night.
On Lifetime, somebody got shanked.
Let me tell you something. By a side note, it came out 2013. It's called The Dirty Teacher. Oh, she knocking boots with this dude, and she gave his girlfriend a bad grade. So they were supposed to celebrate the anniversary. So she wanted to get with him, so she gave the girlfriend like a C-. I'll tell you what, I upgrade your grade if you turn the paper in to me in the morning. Well, I have plans. Well, so she had to cancel the plans with the boyfriend so the dirty teacher can, make her move.
Well, here's a thought. Maybe we need to get Joe Lenardi to watch that movie, and you can learn about quad stuff.
Right, yeah, you guys can switch roles.
Get those nerds! Nerds! Tar fans, listen, don't let them steal your thunder. You guys deserve, not should have, you deserve to be in.
Well, I don't doubt. I mean, think about it. They've been
and we know they're TV execs.
They should be really motivated when they play in Dayton tomorrow.
So who you want to watch? Something called West Virginia or North Carolina?
Well, the original talk of bubble chatter was that they were going to pair him up with Arizona to make Caleb Love play against R.J. Davis.
That's
but Arizona did more because they got the Big 12 championship.
Now, that would have been cool.
Absolutely.
That would have been real good.
Well,
so you want to see West Virginia or North Carolina?
See the teams that deserve to be in there.
Stop
and
it.
West Virginia deserves to be in over. Indiana deserves to be in over Carolina. I can pick two teams that I would say deserve to be in over Carolina.
What's that Justin Timberlake song, Cry Me a River?
Indiana beat Michigan State at Michigan State. Carolina couldn't beat Michigan State at Maui.
Well, all those teams that didn't get in and had all these oppressive wins.
Life sucks, and then you die.
Well, you tell the West Virginia governor that, and then see how that goes.
So let's get to the SEC. Because we still can talk about the Tar Heels. I'm not done with you two for a long shot before we get to Cooper, Flagg, and Duke. SEC has 14 teams in. There's no way in Bill Cosby's empty medicine cabinet they should have 14 teams. 14 from the SEC? Now, you tell me that's not fluff?
Yeah, I think it got too many. I would say 12 was probably the max. Oklahoma got in easy, and they were projected to be.
I'll point this out.
Barely.
Yeah.
SEC is loving life that all we're talking about is North Carolina, because what it really says is that conference is so dominant athletics that it's got what will they get in baseball? What they're really good at?
Yeah.
Will all 16 make it for that?
I mean, Lord,
they're having an awesome year.
They're softening you up for 4, 5, 6 teams out of 16 in the football playoff. 5 losses. It was quad 1 losses.
Here we go. Here we go.
Get those nerds!
The SEC people are loving life that nobody's talking about.
Of the Nerds?
They're 14 teams.
Huh?
Was that clip from Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good movie.
But nobody's talking about their 14 teams because everybody's nationally like, well, let's put the hammer down on ACC. They're down and we're going to kick them.
See,
that's what this is
I
about,
didn't even
nationally.
agree with the ACC being down statement, because last year, the last 3-4 years, they've had 5. I know the days when they had 8, 9 teams. I get it. But the last 3-4 years have been 5, 5. And then this year's 4. Oh, it's down. I said, dude, that's one team less than last year.
QC, you do realize an extra SEC team was added to the college football playoffs last year when an ACC team was, wait for it, unfreaking beaten.
Yeah.
So any rationalization is not out of the question for SEC world now.
Right.
And they are the biggest. They are the gorilla in the room. They are the biggest dog.
Yeah.
They run the NCAA.
Right.
So, of course, they're getting 14 teams.
That's crazy. So
North Carolina had the committee
this time next week.
North Carolina had the committee chairman. So he got his $104,000 bonus. And ACC got as many teams as they could justify.
That's the thing about the
14.
And think about
SEC,
that.
man.
Well, think about this
Stop.
for a second.
NIL, man.
Think about this, Q. You should be outraged by this. 6-12 in their league. Texas was 3 rankings ahead of North Carolina.
That's a
Right?
but you giving North Carolina hell. 6-12.
Yeah. In their conference. Now, granted, they had resume outside the conference.
And
They
get
put 'em
this-
in that position.
They had a lot of
Because
quad
wait
one
for it.
wins.
Oh, here we
the
go
words
with
you
the
don't
quad
hear, they
again.
had a bunch of wins in
Quad.
that.
Here we go with the quad again.
Yeah.
Here we go, quad win.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
I mean,
So this time next week, the SEC better not have less than 5 guys available. It should be more than 5 teams available
So, you
this
know,
time next
the
week.
thing that you'll hear is,
What?
oh, well, they beat each other up. The
Yeah.
competition's
Oh,
too
so
stiff.
the
league is
built-in
so
excuse
tough.
already.
Oh, it's so tough. They just beat each other
Yeah.
up. By the time they got there,
Yeah.
they just couldn't. They
Now,
couldn't
he's-
adjust.
Now, I ain't saying all 14. This time next week, I want at least 5 or more. Can I get 5 or more?
I want them all out. Get them all out.
No, I'm saying that would let me
I
know
think
that.
you probably will get 5 or more.
That
No,
would
they'll
let
definitely
me.
get 5 or more.
Okay, that let me know they're somewhat legit to have that many. 14 is a lot for the SEC.
That's the record of any conference. Big East has
At
the whole
11,
record,
yeah. At 11, yeah.
And that year, the Big East deserved to have 11.
No,
The
I
Big
know.
East
I
is just
get it.
stacked.
Yeah. Big East, yeah. History of being stacked. Yeah, absolutely. But this 14 for the SEC, damn. All right. 704-227-8986. Toll free. Hit me up on the one line, man. 704-227-8668. People just angry at the North Carolina Tar Heels for winning their last 8 out of 10 games and going to the semifinals and having 22 wins to get in the tournament. People are upset about it. They're not a
I'm
one
telling you,
seed.
They're loving life in the SEC. We're not talking about them. And getting 14.
You don't think y'all should be
14 or
ashamed of
16
yourselves the way y'all coming at North Carolina?
What's that?
You
No,
think you
North
guys-
Carolina should be ashamed of themselves acting like they didn't do anything wrong.
They play basketball.
Their athletic director is the committee chairman.
Okay,
You
you gotta,
think that's
And
a
got a
little shady?
$104,000 bonus.
Yeah,
for
They
the
got
team making it.
$104,000.
and LeBron got Bronny in the NBA.
Yeah, and I call
Right.
that out as trash.
Right. But you know what?
So I'm doubling up.
well,
I'll
stop-
double the trash.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. You should have went to North Carolina. You should have been LeBron James' son or something.
Life sucks, and then you die.
We can't fault North Carolina for getting in and the way they got in. It wasn't nepotism how they got up in there. They still had 22 wins.
They got in off their name, but it is what it is.
So what about the wins?
Yeah, they didn't beat anybody. You ready for this, Q? You know how many quad one wins
Here
they've
we
got?
go.
One.
Here we go.
One.
Okay. Here we go.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
I mean, we can do this all day. I'm going to keep saying the same argument. The criteria that they attack the most and always use as their defending argument is the quad 1, quad 2, all the quads, okay? And this time, they only push whatever fits their narrative. And the narrative they're pushing is, the strength of schedule. Well,
Now we're
for
talking
majority
about the
of the time,
strength of schedule.
that narrative's never pushed anymore.
Now we're talking about the strength of schedule
Well,
in
that's what
college.
these people are
In
saying on
college
TV.
basketball,
That's one of the criteria. Whether it's not one of the most used criteria, though, they use to put the teams in.
now strength of schedule matters in college basketball.
Yes.
Okay. You learn something new every day. What's today? March 17th. 10 days for my damn
Happy
birthday.
St. Patrick's Day, Q.
White people don't pinch a black person doing St. Patrick's Day. We don't know. It's time for me to pinch you. As soon as you pinch a black person, you'll hear real. We do CIAA, not St. Patrick's Day. But so now that I know going forward, so when college basketball rolls around next in the fall or whatever, I got to look at the strength of schedule.
You got to look at the quad 1 opportunities.
Here we
all
go.
And the
Here we
quad 2.
go. Yeah. Okay.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
What's the other term they start using? Us analytics. That came out about 5
That's
years
more
ago.
an NBA term.
Right.
That came out when Moneyball came out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, you two or something. Let's slide to the Duke Blue Devils, man. Before we get to Duke, let's go to talk about Duke. First of all, should Cooper Flagg play? Excuse me.
Yes, he should play. If he's healthy and they don't think he can risk getting injured more than he should play.
No, now see, if he's going to play, he put some damn acting on over the weekend.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Wheelchair, crying,
Yeah.
wheelchair. Yeah. Little acting going on.
Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back.
Then you come out there jogging. He's a fraud. So now we quiet about that. We talked 36 minutes about the Tar Heels ripping them to shreds. Cooper Flagg out there and the Academy Award
this
goes.
Isn't even the same thing about the injury.
And the Academy Award goes too in a drama series. Cooper Flagg.
Maybe he was in that Murder in New Hampshire you watched.
Oh, that's pretty.
He was in cameo with
that's pretty damn good.
That lady got stabbed in her quads.
Yeah, right. So now we quiet on that, right? Hold on. Oh, the mic's on.
He's just
the
trying
mic's
to
on.
channel his idol, LeBron James.
Oh, okay. Duke is going to go as far as Cooper Flagg takes him.
After this weekend, I would say that may not necessarily be true.
What you mean?
They found ways to win without him. Of course, it's the bad ACC, so it depends on your point of view.
They need Cooper Flagg.
I would let him play 10,
Malik Brown might be the
15,
most
20
valuable
minutes
player
in the
that got
first
injured.
round, get some run, get his cardio going, because if he just comes out in the second round, he's going to be all out of shape.
First of all, after missing 2 games?
If you miss a couple games and you don't practice, your cardio is going to go down.
Oh, stop it, man. He's a young man.
I know, but you'd be surprised with the nerves.
You telling me
adrenaline,
missing
all that,
2
cardio.
games, he's going to need to get back in game shape in college basketball?
Not specifically game shape, but you do lose a little bit.
Oh, stop it.
If you sit like a week off, try it and see.
I don't know what's going on with you two
Talking
today.
about a finely tuned athlete that won the media softball game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you damn. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Q's
That's right.
the MVP.
Yeah, we did.
We athletics.
I got shout out to my man Tommy Viola.
Yep.
Yeah,
you won the MVP?
We knocked it out.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, we knocked it out, man.
Did they give an MVP?
Huh?
Did they give an MVP?
You talking to him?
Okay.
You damn talking to
Did you
him.
cry when you got the trophy?
No, I didn't do.
Shed a
I
tear?
didn't do a Kevin Durant.
Okay.
No, I didn't do a Kevin Durant. But yeah, man. Just so Cooper Flagg needs to be there for Duke to make noise. Now, I don't know if he's 100%, but I think he's well enough to play in the tournament. He's not going to sit the tournament. Guys wait their whole life to play in March Madness, and he played for Duke, one of historic, prestigious schools in college basketball. So he's definitely going to play.
Yeah, I think he'll play.
Because you can't be like he's not going to play because we know how it is in March Madness. You get sent home. Who's that sent? Was it VCU that sent Duke home?
Yeah, BCU with Eric Maynor and
Yeah.
Capel was the coach. Sent Duke home 1 year.
Yeah.
Mercer sent Duke home 1 year. Lehigh sent Duke home.
You
1
better play on your best bet.
But those Duke teams weren't as good as this Duke team.
Yeah, but I think you better play them.
Oh, for sure, I agree. The test is going to be Baylor. Jeremy Roach is on Baylor. That's a potential second round matchup. Former team he played for 4 years against his old team. And they've got VJ Edgecombe, who's going to be a lottery pick, or Mississippi State, who's really physical, and everybody loves the SEC, so that's going to be a tough test.
I've never heard of these SEC.
Josh Hubbard, the guard.
I've
He's
heard
a
of
great
Chuba
scorer.
Hubbard for the Panthers running
well,
back.
You watch more college basketball cues. Josh Hubbard.
Yeah, who he play for?
Mississippi State.
I missed him.
Oh.
Missed him. I didn't watch a lot of Mississippi State basketball.
I see what you did there, Q.
Come on, man. All right, so Kneppel, Duke, Cooper Flagg, all these guys. Duke, I think Duke's still a favorite to go all the way. I didn't even do a Final Four. It's too many. It's just too many SEC teams for me to pick a Final Four. It's too many of them.
SEC guy, South Carolina.
I'm a Gamecock, right? But it's just too many. They didn't deserve, like y'all said, the Tar Heels who bust their ass to get to where they got to. Season was damn near over in the middle of the season. Coach should get fired. They turned things around and how they ended the season hot.
Should have got in because they beat Michigan and Michigan won the Big Ten tournament.
Here we go with that strength of schedule stuff.
No, I'm asking. You said the
No.
ACC wasn't down. So do you think Wake Forest should have
No, I don't think Wake Forest should have got in. They didn't get in. You could be here
what
all
about
day.
SMU? You think they should have got
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who SMU is. But you could be here all day nitpicking all this stuff and just listen. Wait till the bracket come out. The brackets come out. Look who made it. They should have got in. You could be here all. You name some teams that should have got in that didn't get in. Some team that went Dixie. Well, Harris Teeter. What was the team? Kroger.
UC Irvine right next to Win Dixie.
And how many wins they had? 28?
28.
Right. I'm sorry you're not named. You don't have North Carolina on your chest. You should have went to North Carolina. If they get favoritism, Good.
Just
They
saying
earned it.
I was using that as a counter argument for you saying they got 22 wins. That's a lot of wins.
I'm
And
talking
saying
about
they
North
have-
Carolina because
Okay.
we bringing all these other apples and oranges and bananas and the fruit basket. I'm just talking about the Tar
Gotcha.
Heels.
Gotcha.
The TV execs want North Carolina in,
for sure, 100%.
right? But 2 years ago they didn't get in. They had 20 wins, so the TV execs couldn't. Was he the chairman for the Tar Heels a couple years ago?
Bubba, he might have been on the committee. I don't think he was the chair though. Was Bubba on the committee, Richard? You know,
3 years ago.
3
yeah.
years ago.
Okay, so why he work his magic then?
He didn't want to play anymore.
Oh yeah, you said that. You said the Tar Heels didn't want to go to March Madness.
That was a toxic team.
Well, I tell you, y'all two come straight out of a damn comic book today. I got one guy talking about
Talk to
quads.
Carolina people that know, and they will tell you how bad that was 3 years ago.
No,
Yeah,
they
I
said they
believe
didn't want to go to the NIT, which I called them a bunch of morons because they should have went to
That
the
was the
NIT.
most strange post-game locker room I've ever heard Carolina people cover that team after they lost in the ACC tournament.
Right.
It was a morgue. It was like the relief of
All
getting
that
the
stuff was
season over.
going on with RJ and the
RJ
girl
and Caleb Love,
who
the
played
girlfriend.
the whole Triangle and
was all
Lifetime
kinds of
movie.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
it was
kind of
like a
rumors.
soap opera.
Yeah, right. That's what it was.
Yep.
And the locker room was toxic. It was.
All I'm saying.
I know, but to say we don't want to go to March Madness is crazy.
They didn't want to be around each other anymore.
All right. 704-227-8668 is the one line number. And what we got up here? Florida, best team in the country. My man, Coach C. Henry said Florida's the best team in the country. Y'all agree with that?
I think it's a valid argument. I disagree, but I could see Florida winning it all. I think it's a reasonable pick for sure.
This don't sound good, man. All these SEC teams I hate
They
sending
need to do an investigation on that Florida head coach. We're talking about some investigations. I mean, my lord.
But that happened early this year, right?
Yeah, they did an investigation.
Well,
but
last
they had
year, I
to drop
think.
it because it wasn't on school grounds.
Right. Like,
I mean, this is something about the NCAA. I mean, they're useless. It's
lots going on there.
Well
Lots
done.
going on there. All right, well, let's slide to break, man, because this is crazy. Coming back more live with the QCB. We got Richie Rich. What happened on this day back in the day? And
more quad one talk coming up.
that's crazy, man. Now, quad one talk. All right, we're going to slide to the break. Come back more live with the QCB on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte.
Get those nerds! Nerds! Nerds!
Yeah. Welcome back live with the QCB. Got me on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Check me out live. Hold on. At FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com. Got my man Richard in the building. My man Richard Walker, and also my man Jalen Champ knocking about East Side App State in a few months. And right now it's time for what happened on this day. Back in the day, my guy Rich. All right, let's go. Yes, sir.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day.
All right, Rich. What happened on this day back in the day, man?
On this day, March 17, 2006, members of the 15 seed St. Peter's Peacock beat Kentucky a couple years back. But I went a little different. I think the one that probably nobody remembers, but I know you remember.
I can't stand Cinderella.
You love Cinderella. You love the glass. All right, here it is.
What you got?
Ready for it. 14-seeded Northwestern State Demons upset the 3-seeded Iowa Hawkeyes 64-63. 2006.
2000.
Northwestern State is. Do you have any idea?
Northwestern State.
Yeah, the Demons.
Yeah, it's in it's in Chicago. Where?
It's actually Northwest Louisiana.
Damn.
Yeah, Natchitoches. That's how they pronounce it.
Never heard of him.
Not too far from Texas. Located in Northwest Park State. Joe Dumars is from there. Another fun fact, Tojo.
Oh, yeah.
He went there.
The Northwestern.
Cajun candidate. Bobby Hebert. He went there. USFL star. Yeah. That's right. Michigan. Mark Duper.
Never heard of him.
What about pro football? My favorite, Jackie Smith, who dropped the pass in the Super Bowl.
Never heard of him.
You've heard of that.
Never heard of him.
Jackie. Northwestern State teams are led by your favorite coach, Mike McConaughey.
Mike McConaughey?
Yeah, Mike
I've
McConaughey.
never heard of him.
They're led by senior guard, your favorite player, Jermaine Spencer, and all-conference senior forward, Clifton Lee. Look up Clifton Lee.
I've heard of him.
Great.
Tremaine.
Rivals here at Allentown.
When we got an afro, I got to play the afro bit. Here we sound bite.
Well, I don't even see an afro. Oh, where is it? In the shop getting the king top?
He had the tall white socks.
Oh, that's old school.
And had an afro.
And that's 2006? That's like Michael Cooper, ain't it? What you want? In the 80s. Yeah.
Steve Alton.
I remember Steve Alton.
They're tied for second during the regular season. They're beating Ohio State championship. Who go on to the national championship game the next year. And Jeff Horner was the MVP of the Big Ten tournament.
Horner. I've never heard of him. I heard of the term, I'm extremely horny. But Jeff Horner, I've never heard of him.
You sick freak.
They actually beat some teams.
Now, what year is this? 2000? Or was they saying quads back then?
They were talking about more RPI back then.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good schedule, your favorite.
Yeah, in college basketball, yeah. Who did he play? Yeah.
Western State of beat Mississippi State to start with. Their next few wins, not conference, they would beat Oklahoma State on the road, beat Oregon State. Then they went on to win. They were undefeated in the conference, in the Southland Conference. They went on to play Iowa, upset them in the Palace, Auburn Hills, Michigan.
Okay.
They were down by, it was like 28-24 half. They were down 18-4 at one point. Came all the way back, went on a 27-9 run the last 8:29 of the game to win the game.
Oh, 27-9 run.
Yeah, they were down by a lot in like the last 8 minutes.
No, I'm saying that's an impressive run.
They showed.
Our coach get fired after that? That's an impressive one.
I mean, and then they were down by 2. What happens? You miss the shot. You got a rebound in the corner, and it just basically shuts out the fadeaway 3 and went in with something.
Damn.
Knocked Iowa out. They eventually lost. They were called the Demons of Destiny. And I know you were your Northwestern State volleyball cheering them on.
Demons of Destiny. I heard of Destiny's Child.
Have you heard of the All Blue Demons?
Yes. My man, Tony DiGiacomo, aka Hitman. He's a Chicago nut. Yeah. That's the boy, the Paul. Never heard of the WWE superstar. Yes. Pigswoggle. Never heard of him.
He was this white trash West Virginia guy, really tall, and they knocked out Northwestern State in the second round. But Northwestern State's only made one appearance since that one win. In 2013, they got smacked.
I'm shocked.
And your favorite coach, McConaughey, he lasted a while. Until about a couple years ago, coach.
Oh, so he was still a coach.
Yep. Of all the teams on the 13 seed line, 33 wins in the round. 10 times more than the 14 to 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
14 to 3 upset, 2 times more likely than 15 to 2.
All right.
11, 15 seeds pulled off the upset. Most recent was Princeton over Arizona a couple years ago.
That's my old school, Preston. I went there on an academic fellowship. Only thing one semester because the admissions office messed up my paperwork and had to come back to Charlotte. Rick Walker heard me say that 1,000 times. Let's go to 13th on my SAT. Only took it one time. But carry on. Quite.
I think I heard you say that back in the day about 18 years ago. The most recent 13th was Yale over Auburn last year. Popular upset pick this year.
One of the damn historic SEC schools may get upset.
Potentially. I mean, High Point, your daughter.
Oh, yeah. I told him. I said, you should have left High Point. For some reason, left High Point and went to UNC Charlotte. Now she's angry at Charlotte. Like, you didn't want to love. The men and women went.
Now there's your education. Now you know I can touch the Northwestern State. Do you have a favorite upset ever? Cinderella. You gotta go with the St. Peter's Peacock. That was pretty
Peacock.
The 15 seed going to the Elite 8.
Don't Davidson count when Steph was there? But it was a regular height.
I mean, they were like
okay, so okay. The year Cornbread took them to the Final Four in 77. I'm saying. I'm actually, yeah, okay.
Charlotte. That was one of the first 4 to the Final Four. A lot of people didn't think they should.
That put Shock on the map. Yeah. And he's been going ever since. Yeah, going ever since. Yeah, he's doing his thing. They make it. I won. Just call this the SEC tournament. Rick Pitino's son, he's Mexico. Okay, he's a pretty good coach. Oh, okay. Yeah, Matt though. You got any picks this year? Cinderella. No, man. Well, what's Oakland?
Oakland didn't make it this year.
Oakland, Michigan, right?
Well, they're in Rochester, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Greg Campy's been there 41 years. He's the longest tenured.
What happened to the guy that caught fire hitting all them threes?
I think he's in Wisconsin.
Why he didn't get drafted by the Lakers?
I don't think he had a quad woman to put in the draft.
With that damn quad again, y'all.
His quads weren't big enough to use the draft.
Yeah, all that quad talk.
Get those words!
You gotta go to your daughter's home and watch.
It's just disgusting how all of a sudden the word quad coming in college basketball talk. It's disgusting.
Okay, well, before I finish, do yourself a favor, look up Clifton Lee.
Quad. That's all we keep hearing is quad.
And give me your honest opinion on, do you think Clifton Lee's afro is top tier?
What do you-
Northwestern State, Clifton Lee.
Oh, Demon basketball. I'll see it right here.
The defensive destiny.
I can't really get a hold of them, but
Sorry, look it up later.
yeah, look at that. I got it right here. Anyway, yeah. Look at my man afro. This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice.
That's a nice afro.
Yeah, and the afro.
He has all white socks too.
Yeah, you got to say that's a nasty fro. That's a compliment. That's a nice nasty fro.
That looks like 1970s.
It does. I give him that. Yeah, that's the same afro that Fletch had on Chevy Chase with that dream sequence. When he played for the Lakers. The Afro Hall of Fame. Okay.
Well, I don't even see an afro. Where is it? In the shop getting King Charles?
That's a nasty afro right there. We're coming back on live with the QCB and hey man, Tar Heel fans, I'm not done with these guys by a long shot. The Hornets when we're coming back. Are the Hornets the new version of the Cleveland Browns in the NBA? That's a damn shame. All right, coming back live with the QCB, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. We outside. Gary Bro, do some work. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio, Charlotte to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. 704-227-8986. Yes, the water line is back. It's on. It's popping. Anything in the world of sports, when it get off your chest, come on, water line and whine about it. That number, 704-227-8668. Catch me live online at foxsportsradioshow.com. Also, click live. You got live with the QCB. Download the app. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. You got live with the QCB. Live on my Instagram page at Real QCB. Facebook, The Real QCB. YouTube, The Real QCB. And subscribe. And Twitter at Real QCB. If you got one HD2 station, you got all of them. 95.1 HD2, 101.9 HD2, 97.9 HD2, and 104.7 HD Channel 2. The signal's so strong, it goes from here to Wakanda. It goes from here to Fraggle Rock. Come and find me in your radio station HD2 like Indiana Jones found those kids in the Temple of Doom. The signal's stronger than Tony Atlas was in the 80s. It's stronger than Gary Brode right now. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie Commando. It's stronger than Sylvester Stallone was in the movie Over the Top. It's stronger than Kurt Russell was in the movie Big Trouble in Little China. There's 3.1 million ways to find my show. If somebody comes up to me, okay, I urge back on the radio, pal, but I don't know how to find your program. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm going to go old school WWF and give you that Mr. Perfect Plex right where you stand. Also, this Wednesday at the Wobbly Butt, nice brewery up in Mooresville. It's nice. It's new. Got a sweet bowling alley attached to it. It's nice, man. It's my third time going up there. Comedy Zone, Wobbly Butt, Mooresville this Wednesday. Make sure you come and check me. Showtime at 7 o'clock, I think. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Come and check me out, slinging some jokes. Shout out to my man JD, who'll be up there as well. We're going to knock him out. Richard Walker in here, represent KidOnTheSportsHub.com. My man Rich. Catch him on Saturday mornings on the About Your House with Ray Terry. We talking Hills. I think these two guys out of their damn mind talking about the Tar Heels shouldn't be in, but you were not surprised they got in. But 2 years ago they didn't get in, and you wasn't surprised then. And everything's the same. Everything's the same except they got more wins. That's what's so confusing about your whole Sesame Street sports takes today. Hello? Oh, it's on, Richard. Don't get scared now, Richard. It's on. It's
I'm
on.
saying they didn't want to go. This year they wanted to go.
Right.
And their AD was the chairman of the committee, and he got a $104,000 bonus for them getting to go. That didn't raise any eyebrows to you whatsoever? And when you look at the teams they were competing with, I'm saying, of course, they got the benefit of the doubt.
What if they hadn't got hot, though,
if
Richard?
Florida State had the same resume, are they in?
To my basketball?
Yeah.
If they had 22, if they ended their season like the Tar Heels did,
Yeah.
22 wins, go to the semifinals.
Lost to Duke in the semifinals.
With Coach Leonard Hamilton, a Hall of Fame coach as they coach. They going to send Leonard Hamilton home after going to the semifinals, and it's his last year? Yeah, they in.
Okay.
You think I throw the Leonard Hamilton thing at you, did you?
It sounds all great, but no, they wouldn't let him in.
Well,
You want to know why?
because it never happened. We don't know the real answer to it. We're just doing hypothetical.
Exactly.
Their AD wasn't on the committee.
Come
AD
on,
won On the
man.
committee, and guess how many wins they had in the quad one, Q?
Here we go with the quads
One.
again.
Here we
Here we go with the quad
One
one
on the
again.
quad one.
Here we go with the
They
quad
beat
one
two
again.
tournament
So,
teams. Congratulations.
all of a sudden, now we a bunch of
Get those nerds! Nerds!
We need like a quad count. I mean,
all right. So Richard Walker, the Charlotte Hornets.
Oof. I got big decisions to make.
They always have big decisions to make. Won 7 games once, won games in the teams twice. Last time they had a 50-win season was 94, and haven't had a playoff series win in 24 years. Are they becoming the Cleveland Browns of the NBA?
Oh, it's worse. The Browns have
Worse.
24 years to get to the playoffs,
Worse.
to win a playoff
the
game.
Kings
Although,
didn't make the playoffs for about
ironically
12
enough,
years.
Here's the interesting thing with the Cleveland Browns argument. What quarterback broke their long playoff losing streak?
My man Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
That's my guy.
When there was nobody in the stands in 2020, and they
Yeah.
beat the Steelers.
He did something they hadn't done in 27 years. My man Baker, $100 million Mayfield.
But the big decision is, what do you do with the 5-year, $203 million guy? Do you keep him or do you move him?
Which guy's that? Miles? LaMelo?
LaMelo.
Melo?
And there's a lot of chatter and all the.
He don't want to be here,
He don't want to
man.
be here. He's over here laughing on the sideline when they're getting killed by 30 points. He doesn't
Yeah,
care.
he
Doesn't care.
he's a spotlight guy.
23-year-old LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, he don't want to be here.
And do you think, Richard, that the ankle problem, I mean, obviously it's a serious issue. Why doesn't he just wear the higher sneakers?
Well, lately we've heard less about that, and it's interesting how he and Mark Williams are playing game to game. But I guess we haven't seen back-to-backs.
I feel like he's just always turning his ankle. I don't know if it's the shoes. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's like the last time I was on with you, I think they're tanking without saying they're tanking.
I mean, I
They're
can
doing
see
the process.
Who do you think gets the lottery pick? If you thought the NBA was going to rig it for somebody, who do you think they rig it for?
Well-
I'm thinking Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn's going to win, and they're going to get Cooper Flag.
Well, if they want to help out the new ownership here, it'd be Charlotte. But you got a point. I mean, it's going to be fascinating. And
You
and
can't
that
tell
being
about a
said,
ping pong ball, man. I mean, it's just, the
But that
NBA
being
draft,
said,
how they get the lottery is really dumb.
As good as I think Cooper
It's
Flag is he turning the team around?
We don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a sure thing.
Don't know that. I know Zion got injuries, but he was supposed to. And then, like I said, Filipowski, I think should have been doing. Cooper Flag should have been doing. Frank Kaminsky couldn't do it here when he came here.
I mean, injuries notwithstanding.
Right.
The last time the Hornets were in this circumstance, Anthony Davis was the big prize.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And again, injury notwithstanding, he has been
Well, New Orleans
he is justified being a number 1 overall pick.
I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
And the NBA also owned New Orleans at the time.
The number 2 pick in that draft was MKG, who had a solid career, but not an all-star career.
I had him on the top 5 worst Hornets of all time list.
A lot of people had him on the top.
Well, I will say this, though. I want to pose this question. Is now, based on what we're now seeing of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is that not the worst trade in Hornets history?
Miles Bridges for Shea, and now he's MVP.
I don't know.
MVP.
I think it's worse than the Vlade Divac trade.
Really?
No.
I don't know about that.
It's too early.
Because you knew Kobe wasn't coming.
Oh, yeah, Kobe didn't want – Kobe, there's nothing you could have done
Kobe
about
was
that.
going overseas if Charlotte wanted to.
So I didn't know that. I know that just found out today. No, I didn't. Why he got drafted, put the Hornets.
I just knew he didn't want to play.
He put the Hornets hat on and everything.
4 markets, and that's all they were.
Well, I'm saying, but they did trade him, so I have to count that as a Hornets trade.
Well, they did trade Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Miles Bridges.
I know, but Kobe when he got 5 rings. So I mean, I'm saying I hear what you're saying.
Alexander is on the track.
Bridges isn't a bad player, but you're right.
Let's see what his finished product look like. Well, yeah,
it's a little early, but still, I mean,
but if he gets OKC to even the finals,
right?
I mean, you could say the same thing about Donovan Mitchell and Malik Monk. Could add in.
Absolutely,
I mean, there's multiple instances you could go back and forth on.
Yep.
So does the ownership group know anything about basketball?
I think they're really in a quandary because I think they wanted to sign LaMelo to say, hey, we want to sign top talent. And then whether your argument could be they didn't draft good behind him, they didn't surround him with a good supporting cast, people got hurt, whatever, poor play on the court. I just wonder how long they're willing to take the losses, how decision-making is being made. Are the owners involved with Peterson and Charles Lee? Is one of those 2 guys in charge and the other guy's doing his bidding? I have a lot of, I just don't know what the answers to these questions are. And obviously this is a really bad franchise, but they're presumably going to add a talented piece with whatever pick they end up with, because you'd presume that 1 through 4 or 5, which is where they would land, is going to be a commodity that will help them
for sure,
unless they go project like they did last year with Salon.
Well, they drafted with Brandon Miller. He's a solid player.
Yes, but now he's hurt again.
That's been the issue the past 3 or 4 years. Just been injuries.
This is nonsense. So how can Cade Cunningham turn the Pistons around? Because he plays. Like Central Cornerback Maxwell said, if LaMelo Ball give you 50 games, Hornets in the playoffs. That's what he said. If he gives you 60 games in the playoffs, he can't get you 60 games.
Yep. Although I will say this. Think about the Cavaliers game recently where they had a chance to break their streak. Of course, they ended it, yesterday.
1-point game.
Yeah, yesterday, yeah.
LaMelo fouled out and made terrible plays and terrible decisions down the stretch against the Cavaliers team that was sitting some guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question sometimes that as good as, quote, they talk about the core 4 of Ball, Miller, Bridges, and Mark Williams.
Mm-hmm.
When they're out there together or some combination of, I don't see winning plays out of them. And shouldn't that be part of the maturation process?
I agree, but then they beat the Lakers in LA.
I just don't know.
The Lakers mailed it in. As how many times in LeBron era, the Lakers have mailed it in 10 games a year, whether he plays or don't play. Would you not agree with that? They show up.
I wouldn't say they mailed it in though, because they did play everybody though. In that
right, but I'm saying they check out.
Yeah, I can agree.
I mean, it was a close game, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was 3 points.
Yeah. I mean, that's y'all NBA y'all to watch. So, I mean, the playoffs be pretty damn good. You know, I know that's be pretty good. That's always a good thing. But it's just the thing with the Charlotte Hornets, they cannot get this thing together. You blame Michael Jordan, not you understand in general, and Jordan's gone, so you can't blame Jordan anymore. So this new ownership group, this 3-man ownership group that took over for Jordan.
Well, but I would say,
where does the blame go now?
Blame to be given out because I think because Michael was so reluctant and adamant about not exceeding the salary cap, tax threshold, that they felt pressured into making Ball. In fact, I think they said they consulted with Michael before they made the extension of LaMelo Ball, which is really fascinating. Michael's all about spending somebody else's money, but not his own. And now Yes, there's a bit of a ball and chain, but there's also an element of the bigger the contract, the more tradable it is as it gets into the middle of it.
You see LaMelo Ball being here?
I'm curious to see what they do. I mean, they've got to make a decision, I think.
Right.
It's going to be an interesting decision this summer. I could see them pushing it to the next offseason, but if you think he's the guy to lead your franchise, wouldn't you commit to him and try to surround him?
Yeah, I definitely would.
Because now we're entering into his 4th year coming up. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to do something. 5th year coming up. Granted, he's got the big fat contract, but I mean, at some point, the results have to be W's on the ledger, right?
I agree. It's just the Hornets keep standing at the same spot and they're getting passed.
Yeah.
They usually be better than the Pistons. Now the Pistons have passed them. Like they keep getting passed by these teams they're supposed to be better than, and on paper they're a better team than these guys who are in front of them.
But I also think that this injury management is code for we're tanking to see what because we know we can't go to the playoffs, and I wouldn't dispute that. But it is fascinating how when the players that are available get on the court, we have something happen like what happened in San Antonio the other night, which kind of defies logic that they'd score 145 points. But
well, here's the thing.
Bridges is really, if you're a fantasy basketball guy, Miles Bridges is killing it for you here lately.
Yeah.
But nothing's equating to wins.
Well, it did.
I know a lot of their bench guys hurt. So Charles Lee's trying. I mean, it's
another thing. They don't really have a bench.
No. Well, it's two-way contract. It's
I mean, I know Grant Williams is on the bench.
I mean, Grant Williams out for the year.
Right, right. They was playing pretty okay before they got hurt. Yeah, Seth Curry come in, bench average, give you about 35 points a night, but it didn't last long. Like I said, injury bug happened. And
Trey Mann's in.
Yeah.
Have you seen this story where the Mavericks, because they've exhausted all of their two-way contracts and their injuries, are in a position to where they may have to forfeit a game because they won't have 8 available players?
I saw that. I did.
I think that's a fascinating story, and I think it'd be a horrible black eye for the NBA.
They couldn't even re-sign a guy on a 10-day contract.
Well, it affects their. You got to do 50 games. It affects guaranteeing.
Jason Kidd say him and I think Dudley, who was on this. Yeah, they gonna have to suit up. They ain't have no money to re-sign a guy on a 10-day contract. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jared
The
Dudley,
Vegas Mavericks,
great.
maybe.
Huh?
You look into Vegas Mavericks, maybe.
Oh, right. He
How
was.
crazy would that be?
Yeah, right out of Boston College, came here to the Charlotte Hornets. All right, so you guys did a Final Four yet? You didn't do a Final Four just yet? Are you waiting?
No, I've got the Final.
Who's your Final Four?
I got Duke.
Yeah.
I got St. John's.
All right.
I got Houston. I'm trying to remember who else did I have in there. State.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Rich, you got a Final
Duke,
Four?
Houston, St. John's, and I'm gonna take a flyer on Auburn. Although they're the top seeded team,
Right.
But they're kind of a known tournament struggler. I guess would be the way to put it.
St. John's making some noise. Rick Pitino, what this 15 he taking to the tournament? Like
It would be, yeah.
his coaching is crazy, man.
It is.
What he done for St. John's, making history, doing things I hadn't done at St. John's in years and years and years.
25 years.
Wow, and the fact that he got these guys and they are real contenders. I have a list of teams that guys need to just pack one pair of draws because you're going home. No, St. John's packing multiple pairs of draws.
And what's crazy is on that one side, it's got Bill Self, John Calipari, and Rick Pitino.
And that's
Wow.
So Rick Pitino could potentially face Arkansas or Kansas in the second round if they win their game, which they should be 15 Omaha.
Right.
That's good TV.
That's March Man.
That's good TV. It's better than that Lifetime movie you watched. Someone got stabbed in the quad.
Oh, I don't know. Dirty Teacher's pretty damn good. I record. I got to finish it. I didn't.
Tell me how it is.
Yeah, I got to tell Ann.
Well, I'm gonna assume somebody gets killed.
Right. Yeah, I would say
short-lived.
Right. Exactly.
I can't believe because she just flirted with the guy just yet. They hadn't done anything, but when she sent his girlfriend, if you do your assignment over again, I'll up your grade. I can't go out with you. It's our anniversary. I ain't know. So shit. You know what? It's good. It's good. I can't wait to finish it. What y'all doing tonight? Come over.
Hey, come over and watch somebody get killed? I don't know about that, Keith.
All right, man. Let's slide to the break, man. We're coming back more live to QCB. We got the one line coming up, 704-227-8668. Also, Go play the #1 games on the radio. Who said it? Keep it locked. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Let's go.
My nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him. Where you at?
Riding in my car, and I'm listening to the radio. I'm listening to a sad girl sang about how she got her control. People reaching for stars. I just want me something natural. When you're alone, it gets mighty cold. Don't act as if you did not know. She let me play with her heart. I'm working late, I said I'll soon be home. All the while the girl was on her phone. Let me tell you what.
Welcome back live with the QCB. Got me on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Make sure you check me out live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com. Rich, my man, Ivan Williams on my YouTube channel, The Real QCB. He said WWE Raw is on right now.
Yeah, I forgot. It's
What's
in
going on?
Belgium. So since it's in
Oh.
Netflix and they're 6 hours ahead of us, they don't have the contractual agreements like where it's going to be air taped on like SmackDown is at USA. It's going to air at 8.
Okay.
So they're going to air it live. So it's going on right now. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had a timeshare in Belgium. It was.
Where was it? Brussels?
It was my age.
Antwerp?
I don't know where it was at.
All right.
Yeah, it was okay.
How come you didn't give me tickets to Belgium in first class?
Richard Walker, J.C. Horn got $100 million from the Panthers. What
Yep.
the hell was that about?
The market.
I didn't like it.
Well, I mean, it's. You
Was
make
that a good
decision that
move?
You think, well, based on the market, that's what it goes for.
I mean, I get that part. What
And they're
about?
paying quarterbacks,
Yeah.
left tackles, cornerbacks, wide receivers, and pass rushers.
No, listen. I know the world of sports. I've been saying this since day one. You may think someone stinks, Bismack, Biombo, whoever. Guys gonna get paid these crazy contracts.
Right.
I didn't think that was worth him getting $100 million. I know he played 15 games yesterday, was healthy, but we know his track record. You know that old sports cliche, the best
Picked the right year to
ability.
be healthy, I would say.
Right. Well, that's what a lot of them do.
Availability,
They don't,
availability.
yeah, they're on contract years. They pick the right spot, time to be healthy, and he went to the bank. Now,
Nick Batum with his contract year.
you're right.
Boy, tore up.
What, $120 million or whatever?
Too
They-
much.
Yeah,
whatever it was.
people ain't gonna forget about that. So now he has to live up to that. How do you live up to that? Didn't lead the
I would
Panthers
say be
in
healthy.
pass deflections, interceptions. He's not a lockdown corner. People use that term too loosely.
Well, I don't know how it's hard to be a lockdown corner with the rules of the game now.
Right.
So he is, I think he's perceived as a
He's definitely above average.
top 10 and if, at best a top 5 cornerback. In the league
Wow, top 5 cornerback.
when healthy.
I would say top 10. I could see top 10.
So now what?
You just
So-
hope he
so-
stays healthy.
Huge if, right?
That's
Super quotation marks, right?
yeah. Looking at the track record, last year was like his first pretty much full
Yeah,
season.
yeah, full season, 15 games. Yeah. So if you're the Panthers, did you have to give him $100 million? Or I mean, if he would have walked, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Or did you need to keep him here?
I think they made
Because the
corporate decision to
defense
keep
was
him.
the worst in the league when
Yeah.
you look at the stats. The Panthers was the worst defense in the league. Bottom
I
shelf.
think they made the corporate decision to keep him.
All right. J.C. Horn, $100 million.
You're one of your Gamecocks.
Joe Horn's kid, man.
Joe
Second
Horn.
one man Joe Horn ever made, and he was a receiver.
Joe Horn's a legend.
With the ink pen, right?
Joe Horn
Yeah.
had that cell phone in the
Sharpie.
touchdown.
Yeah, the Sharpie, yeah. Then he pulled out the phone, didn't he?
Yep. Had it in the goalpost.
Drew Rosenhaus was his agent, wasn't
I believe that's right.
it? Well, I tell you. All right, so how far can the Tar Heels go? Y'all got them
They'll
Sweet
have a hard time
16?
winning the first game, but
I've
I
got
mean,
beating San Diego State and
yeah.
losing to Ole Miss.
Going to the house after that?
I think Chris Beard at Ole Miss is the coach there. Obviously, he's had a track record of success. Texas Tech. He won a game with Arkansas Little Rock. He's won at Texas. So I'd go with Ole Miss. Granted, they're not as good defensively as some of his normal teams, but I just don't. I don't know which Carolina team's going to show up. So
Right.
with that, I got to go with Ole Miss.
Right. And it's interesting. Do they look at this as a motivation? Because
I think they do,
it's
Rich.
easy for them to get up for Duke.
Yeah.
Historically.
Well, of course they do, because they're hearing a noise today.
Yeah. And it's a next door neighbor.
Yeah. I said, but they hear the noise today. Like a lot of athletes and teams, coaches, they hear. They may not. We don't.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You hear it. It's too loud not to hear it. They hearing. They shouldn't have got in from everybody. Well, the majority of people saying they shouldn't have got in.
In fact,
Right.
this is the thing, and I'll say you can take some positives from the loss to Duke in the tournament because that game did not fit the Carolina narrative of being successful because they were bad offensively. What were they, 3 for 26 on 3
No,
pointers?
it was
Something
terrible.
crazy. It was
Mhm.
awful.
Yeah.
If they can hit, I mean, their offense is based on if they hit 3-pointers.
And
Their
RJ Davis.
defense,
That's a-
seems, their defense seems to be as good as it can be with what the group they've got, and it's almost a matter of Ben Lubin replacing Jalen Washington. But
Right.
you know, they need a Cadeau, a Withers. RJ Davis can't go 0 for 3
Powell.
and score 6 points like he did against Duke.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
need
say,
him to, they
RJ
need to turn
Davis
back
has to
into
give
RJ
you-
Davis.
Yeah. I mean, you need
And
that
I don't
good
know
guard
enough
play.
about San Diego State's personnel to know if they have the personnel to bother him, contest him. I don't know that.
You never know nothing about
Brian
these
Dutcher
Cinderella.
historically with
Who?
similar
Who you
the
say?
coach at Dutcher who took San Diego State to the Final
Right.
Four. Remember they made the championship a couple years back.
Right.
A lot of those guys transferred out. They still kind of play slow and kind of grind out physical
Yeah.
is usually his style. Now I'm not as familiar with the team they've got this year,
Right.
but that's what I would say is they're going to try and slow Carolina down. Carolina likes to go out in transition fast. and try and make them play their game.
But again, that being said, Carolina can open the game up by hitting threes.
That's one thing about
And
these
that'll alter their
Cinderellas.
defensive strategy.
They may have a Steph Curry on there.
Yeah.
You never
You
know.
never know, yeah.
You know, like we found a guy. I was talking about the guy in Oakland who, what's his name again?
Jack Golke.
Hitting all them damn threes and going crazy, going nuts, and becoming a star. And now you got a career in the G League, killing it. So
And
yeah,
their top scorer is former Florida Atlantic star.
Okay.
From 2 years ago, Nick Boyd at 13 points a game. So they're hardly going to be confused with Loyola Marymount.
Right.
Well, we
They're not
know,
a high-scoring operation.
and we know San Diego State is going to get up for the game because they play in the Tar Heels.
Well, they're just there.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, add that with it. But the Tar Heels definitely, I think they're gonna.
It'll be interesting to see how Carolina responds to this national criticism because you can't be insulated from it.
So what
does
is
it motivate him, or do they wither a little bit with it? I don't know. I mean, I
what
would
is it
think
gonna
they'd
take?
be motivated.
What they have to do for you two to, like, you know what, they deserve to be there? What they have to do?
I think those are two separate conversations because what they did up until this point is what sells the committee. What they do after this isn't going to change my mind because I think
so your answer is nothing.
So they could go to the Final Four, and I still would say I don't think they deserve to be in.
Damn.
Based on their criteria that they completed during the season.
It's a tough crowd tonight, man.
And the point that I would make on that is
Tar Heel fans, I'm trying.
In Carolina in Carolina and NCAA basketball of now, this is a Carolina team that is underachieved, and they're locked into that group of 50 to 100, of which a lot of teams are in.
They underachieved because of what? There wasn't a higher seed amount. Yeah, why did they underachieve?
Davis, there's a reason he came back, I guess.
Right.
And for 2 or 3 years, because previous North Carolina guards with RJ Davis's resume would have gone pro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his numbers are not too dissimilar from Kobe White.
I don't know if he's going to go pro.
To be an NBA All-Star.
And I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming with Kobe. Right.
Saying,
I didn't see that coming at all.
If you look at their college numbers,
you
would think RJ would be on that path, and he does not appear to be.
So, Richard, stay in the ACC. What happened to NC State? How can they have that superb year they had last year?
They didn't pick the right guys in the portal. And I've heard that that's part of the reason that the coach is no longer there is that he started complaining.
How could not he make it to his own conference tournament?
I know.
In his own state. Yeah. Nonetheless.
To defend the title. He's one of 3 teams that are historic, the first 3 to not be able to compete in ACC.
But how could you fall off that bad, though, in the ACC? And you go to State. State is an easy school to recruit at, man. That's State.
They should still put 18 in. You think the conference is too big? You guys
16 is the number
18.
to make the math work.
Yeah, 16
Instead of doing
would
3
work, 'cause then
games
you
on
have a
Tuesday, you do 4
9-16,
games. Yeah.
But I'd still put all 16 in. Hell, just put them all in. If you're going to complain about the conference being too big, well, then you shouldn't have added those 3 teams.
Well, and the thing that you could do is
or do a play in 18,
it's obviously
17,
TV contracts, but you shorten
15,
the schedule
16.
to make a Thursday or Friday, the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
And you have like a Sunday play
That's
in.
It's 17, 18, and a 15, 16.
Yeah,
and
right.
then you do that way.
Yeah. And then you get down to either
That's what they used
16
to do.
or
They
14.
did the 8 versus 9 before the 1 versus 8 quarterfinals.
Absolutely, yeah.
So they used to do that.
And then where you reward the top, 12 or 14 teams,
Right.
however you're going to go, but you allow everybody to be in. And I suspect that might be what happens. It's kind of like you saw where ACC baseball
I was about to say, they're putting
abandoned the pool play to let 16.
The State went to the Final Four, though.
Teams, because there's
the only thing they've got advantage because SMU and Syracuse don't have baseball. SMU.
Okay. So baseball, all the teams are in now, even with 18 members, because SMU, which is crazy that SMU wouldn't have baseball because it's big in Texas. But anyway, I know Syracuse hasn't had baseball.
That's crazy, man. NC State was in the Final Four last year, and they didn't make it.
Apparently, he jumped quick in the portal, felt like they were going to be okay, and not so much.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
But I also say this, I've heard this as well. He had the same team last year for 4 months that ended up being hot in the last month. And it was through, I guess, playing for his job. He shortened the rotation to 7, 8 guys, and they did better. This year they went back to playing 10 or 11 instead of doing what he did the end of last year to win. Now, granted, DJ Burns and DJ Horn and Casey Morsell as a top defender gave you 3 chances of being pretty good. I thought that the R guy that transferred away was kind of the the underrated star
Right.
of their run because he was cleaning the glass like
Right.
crazy.
Sure.
And obviously McConnell and Jaden Taylor had some moments, but it's just amazing that they just fell off the tracks because
It's crazy.
they went a stretch there during that 9-game losing streak to where I think 7 or 8 of those games were 1-possession games with 2 and 3 minutes to go in the game. So it's just not either being a play call or not have the right personnel to make anything happen.
You think they go Will Wade for their new coach?
That's the rumor,
Seems
but
to be what
obviously
everybody wants.
if Will Wade's not hired by Friday, if he loses to Clemson,
Mm-hmm.
where do you go?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to fire Keats, you better know the answer.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, they did hire a new chancellor,
Yes.
Kevin Howe.
Shelby guy.
Yep. Yep. So shout out to Kevin
Went to school
Howe.
when I was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Played there.
Yeah.
I think he's like the third.
He was a student government president. I believe.
Yep. Yep. Man, I told you,
Played football at Shelby.
my man TJ Dorsey be talking about
Yeah.
that who played at state. I think it's
Yeah.
the third black chancellor in the country. So shout out to Kevin Howe, Shelby guy. Shout out to Cleveland Mall up there too. Yeah, I went up there and shut it down one day.
Did you?
No one's allowed to shop while Q's in here.
Oh, so you like Cam Newton then?
Well, I had to go to
Well,
court
Well, now
for
tell me
speeding,
this.
and I was being a thug activity speeding. And I said, I'm gonna go by the mall right quick.
Oh, okay. So Darren Sanders got more street credit. than
Right,
you do.
Did you at least get some barbecue while you were there?
Nah, I didn't get no barbecue.
Man, you get barbecue.
Oh man, okay, let's play. Let's have some fun with you guys. Let's play the number one game show on the radio. Let's go, man. Who said it?
Now it's time for the number one game show on the radio. Who said it? Here's your host, Mr. I Could Never Be Toast, Mr. I'm So Nice With It, Mr. Easy Money, son, Mr. Me Whack, never that. It's QCB.
Yeah, I got a few contestants in here today. My man Richard Walker, rep at KenOnTheSportsHub.com. Check out his website. Great information, all sports related, locally and everything around this area, man, around this region. And also my man Richie Rich in the building as well. All right, I got a quote, 3 multiple choice. You guys simply tell me who said it. Is that freaking easy? All right, let me get all my stuff squared away here. The number one game show on the radio. Who said it? All right, let's go. First one. This league is humbling. Who said it? A, Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson. B, St. John's head coach Rick Pitino. Or C, Allen Iverson. Rich, who said this league is humbling?
I'm going to go Kenny Atkinson.
All right,
Okay.
gotcha.
Same. Because they just lost.
I hate when you get it right. It was Kenny Atkinson. Like you said, they just lost. And damn.
16-game winning streak.
Down, yeah.
Orlando
yeah.
beat them yesterday, I believe.
Yep. And they blew that fourth quarter lead. They
Yeah.
were 48-0 going into the fourth quarter.
They
of the
missed a
league.
lot of open shots, too. I was checking out sound. They missed a lot of open shots.
Yeah.
Here we go. I felt like I couldn't go, but I had to. So I tried to push through it. Who said A, Southern Cal's Juju Watkins? B, Memphis Tigers basketball player Yaxo Lindenberg? Or C, Tar Heels Jalen Withers? Rich, who said, I felt like I couldn't go, but I had to. So I tried to push through it.
I'm going to go Juju Watkins.
All right, got the check right there. What we got,
I
Rich?
think it was the Memphis Players. I think they had an injury in that game.
All right, my man said Juju Watkins. What we got here? Let's see what we got for Rich. Here we go. Let's go.
Are you stupid or what? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? What's the matter with you? What are you, stupid? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? What the f*** is the matter with you?
That's a new one. I like that one.
You said Yaxo, the Memphis Tiger. All right. Yep. Who had his third double-double in 3 days, and he said he was tired. What's up with you young guys getting tired?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you said something about, we was talking earlier in the first hour, he said maybe
Yeah, about the run. Yeah. About
He's
being out
tired.
a week. No, I just said he'd be a little winded. His cardio would be down.
I run like a damn train, locomotive, like a damn train.
Who, you, Earl Campbell?
All right, man, let's go. Here we go, another one. Here we go. He's had a great week. Who said A, Rory McIlroy? B, Duke head coach John Shire? Or C, NASCAR driver Christopher Bell's crew chief Adam Stevens? Rich, who said he's had a good week?
What was A?
Rory.
Rory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the NASCAR guy.
All right, the crew chief, my man
chief.
Adam Sound. All right,
Yeah.
Stevens. I got to check right.
Same here because I think he won 2 in a row.
All right, you said Adam. There we go. Let's go. What we got here?
You dumb
You said Adams too.
You big dummy.
It was actually Rory on his opponent. Oh, he beat in the 3-hole playoff today. Something called JJ Spawn. I've never heard of him.
Me neither.
I think he played at Cal,
Never heard. I heard of JJ's Red Hot.
but I could have just made
Right.
it up.
I heard of JJ from Good Times,
What
Jimmy
about
Walker.
You heard of Denard Span, the baseball player?
I've heard of him.
Okay, just making sure here.
All right. I heard of that comic book character, Spawn. Heard of him, but something called JJ Spawn. My man, I never heard of him. My man Charlie from Charlie and Debbie said he like choked it big time. It was only a 3-hole playoff. Hit it all out of whack and everything.
You
And
know what's lame is this golf league. That's terrible. They need to get rid of that.
what?
That golf league thing they put on Tuesday nights or
The
something.
TGL?
That's terrible.
Hey, no, Rick, hold on. Whoa. You wrong about that.
That's all.
That was good, man. Let me tell you why that was good. We've seen these golfers' personalities. I'm starting to like Tiger Woods now because he's on my list of arrogant pompous. I do mean pompous athletes. Him, Aaron Rodgers, that damn Kobe Bryant, rest in peace.
Is he on there?
No, he's not on there. And Tiger's on there.
You got to put Michael Jordan on there.
No, stop it.
He's the most arrogant one.
No, stop it. That TGL was music playing. It wasn't no gotta be quiet. It was great. Golfers was laughing, cutting up with the
I don't
fans.
watch golf though, so I'm the wrong.
You're missing it.
I did watch one game, I should say that, and I was
The
like, this is a
matches,
joke.
yeah. It was
This is an absolute joke.
because we
You
never
don't-
seen golf like that. Tiger was crying, so he had like tears coming. Like he had I said, damn, he is human.
You know what I was doing while I was watching it?
What?
I was asleep.
Richard, did you check out any of the
I haven't
TGL?
watched it, but the things I've seen is what you're saying.
They just hanging out,
It's-
just yeah.
It's almost
Don't
like
waste your time, Richard.
it's almost like they're trying to. It's funny how it's taken all these years
Yeah.
since Happy Gilmore, and I guess maybe
Right.
because they're redoing it,
Well,
it's
a
almost
sequel's
like
coming
that's
out.
the vibe
Yeah.
you're getting out of it.
It's
they're-
yeah.
It's a
trying to
little
create
gimmicky to try
personality.
and get people. It's
Well,
almost like
maybe,
to me,
yeah.
it gives me like the big three vibes of basketball.
No,
or
stop
golf.
it.
Well, I like Big
The-
Three.
I like the
basketball, 'cause
Big
everybody
Three.
plays pickup.
I like the big three,
Well-
but the golf league's terrible.
The big three, the golf league has current players playing in it. Big league don't have current players playing
They
in
do.
it.
They're just not players you know. They're players that play overseas.
Oh.
It's not,
Well, we don't have current NBA players
Gotcha.
in it.
Thank you.
The
Q.
PGA, the TGL
Yeah,
have
I'll give you
current
that.
PGA
For sure.
guys in it.
For sure.
They're showing their personality. Rich, what's wrong with you?
Maybe I only like watching golf in person. Because I
Golf
don't-
in person is cool.
I don't think it translates well on TV.
Even
That's
though
just me.
you're missing it, man. You're missing
I
it.
watched the last couple holes of the majors. That's all I need.
In person, you got to be careful because I almost got tossed out because back when ringtones was popular, my Shawn Michaels theme song
Oh, I thought
came
I'm
on.
a Barbie girl in a Barbie world played.
Oh no, no. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. He's delusional. I am certainly appreciative of the statement, but I don't agree with it. Who said A, Cooper Flagg, B, Braves pitcher Spencer Strider, or C, Rick Pitino? Who said he's delusional? I'm certainly appreciative of the statement, but I don't agree with it. Who said it? Cooper Flagg, Spencer Strider, or Rick Pitino? Rich, who said it?
I'm gonna go Rick Pitino.
All right.
I think so because he's talking about somebody talking about NCAA tournament. I think so.
I guess.
So where you going, Rich?
I'll go Patino as well.
All right, Rich, you said Pitino.
You stupid son of a bitch. You just blew it.
You said Pitino too, Rich?
Are you stupid or what? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? What's the matter with you? What are you, stupid? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? The fuck is the matter with you?
That's a new one, Q.
Yeah, it was the Braves pitcher, man. Spencer Strider, after he struck out 6 out of 8 batters in his spring debut, and Chris Sale was getting them props. Like, I appreciate it, but come on, dude.
Spencer Strider
yeah.
throws heat, man.
Yeah. Richard, what your Dodgers gonna do, man?
They're gonna win again, man.
There it is.
But I mean, obviously it's concerning that Mookie Betts has lost 15 pounds and has an illness
Yeah.
and isn't going to play against the
Yeah.
Cubs. What's
That's
that
a
all
little
about?
suspicious.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know what's going on. That's a little tough right there, man. Oh, my man Ivan Williams said also SmackDown is gonna be on Friday. It's on right now. Oh, SmackDown's gonna come on early too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool deal.
they're in Italy.
Yeah, they're doing a whole European tour leading up to like the last few weeks before WrestleMania.
That's what's up, man. All right, we slide to the break. Coming back more live with the QCB. The last segment we like to call "What the hell were they thinking?" All right, let's go. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Richard Walker in the building. My man Jalen Champ back there chilling on his way to App State. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Let's go.
Roller skating, homies, bounce, rock, lady, roller skating, dipping down the street. I've been all around the world, Japan to Amsterdam. Hit them like switches, dipping, hit the switches, which is one beat. Why I gotta make my cause these fools on the streets trying to take my What's up, lady? Time's getting shady. You gotta lick stick with it. That's why I'm sick with it. Hard to maintain.
Welcome back live with the QCB. Got me on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Make sure you check me out live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com, man. Got my man Richard Walker in the building, my man Richard Rich and Richard Walker in the building, knocking them out. Now we got to do what the hell was they thinking. Let's go.
Now it's time for What the Hell Were They Thinking?
I'm disappointed in you two. Bashing the team while they trying their best. All they did was win the last 8 out of 10.
After for me, man, I'm just surprised. Who's surprised they get the benefit of the doubt?
Well, but they had to do their part to make it look. They try to make it look respectable, and you still didn't respect it. Like they was dead in the water 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Hills was bad. Hubert fired and all. I kept saying don't fire the guy. I'm glad he got the extension, whatever. They keep trying to kick that football, and y'all playing Lucy. And they Charlie Brown. And you're pulling the football from them. They just want to play basketball, Rich. They just want to play basketball in the tournament, man. That's all they want to do. They're in. Yes, their name has something to do with it. It's like Tim Tebow. He skipped all them A's to go to straight AAA baseball. Yeah. If I go to Carol Wins and say, hey, that's QCB, Q. I worked the rise up here. You want to come to the front? Hell yeah, I want to come to the front. Ain't nothing wrong with a little privilege sometimes because who you are? Richard Rich. Hey, that's Richard Rich, y'all. Rich, you want to come to the front of the line?
That never happens. Nobody ever says that, but I appreciate it.
All you guys out here bashing the Hills for going to the dance as a, what's it called? 4 in? What is it called?
The last four.
The
first four.
The first 4 in, acting as if they got a 1 seed. They played their butt off. Now, Jalen Withers, what the hell was you thinking? Now, you did was a violation. Now, I know people in the crowd was calling them all kind of stupid MFs and all that. I'm not going to go that far. But, man, that was a dumb move you did, brother. What the hell were y'all thinking? What you got, Rich?
Oh, I've got the same thing, except it's the opposite. North Carolina, the selection committee, Bubba Cunningham, the NCAA. I mean, I could go on and on and on. They lost to Stanford at home, okay? Stanford, I think, maybe won 1 game on the East Coast or 2, maybe. And when they're traveling all the way across the country, and one of them was at Chapel Hill. They barely beat Boston College at home, didn't make it. They lost to Pittsburgh, who was bottom 6 or 7 in the ACC. They've got 1 quad 1 win, Q.
Oh, there you go.
1 quad 1 win. And they beat 2 tournament teams, one that had to win their conference to even get in, American. And they beat UCLA in Madison Square Garden, who's a 7 seed. So the one team you beat is not even a top 5 seed in their region. And you got 1 quad 1 win, which is the biggest criteria that they use to judge whether teams get in or not. Is they always talk about this quad. And Bubba Cunningham just so happens to be the committee chair.
Yeah.
And they say that he wasn't in there when they voted. Which
See that?
I think's a bunch of poppycock.
No one really believes that, no.
We weren't born yesterday, okay, Bubba?
Oh, but y'all believe LeBron didn't know nothing about the trade for AD, neither.
Oh, that's garbage, too. LeBron knows.
Hey, yeah, of course he knows.
Constructing the team. He's
of course
the GM,
he
the
knows.
owner, the president, all the
Right.
Okay. Bubba Cunningham's an idiot. All right. Hey, we're not born yesterday, Bubba. I know you're putting your team in there. I get it. We've all done the same thing for that $104,000 bonus Richard mentioned earlier, okay? North Carolina always gets the benefit of the doubt. And it just happens all. And I'm sick of it.
Happens all the time.
All the time, Q. The whistle, everything. The benefit of the doubt. What the hell were we thinking? Everybody. Why are we going along with this? Acting like it's normal. What's Q thinking? What's any of it? What are we doing?
Y'all are nuts, man.
Bubba Cunningham, what are you doing? All right, sorry.
I don't know so much what they were thinking, but talk about NCAA tournament bracket.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that they have allowed Don Staley to select of being not the number 1 overall team, which is the number 1 team, into being a chip on the plate.
Right. Like she hadn't had success.
You have the mind that it really doesn't matter what the rest of us think. We're a 2-time defending champion, or 2 out of 3 years.
Yeah.
not even the top team. My golly, I'm going to raise hell. Now, she knows her team better than all of us. So I think they'll be a motivated bunch. And it also makes what the hell they were thinking is the UConn game early in the year when UConn destroyed them. I'm like,
Hit the streak, home
where did
streak.
that come from?
Yeah. Paige Becker smacked them around.
It's like, was it the same players, South Carolina players they had all year long?
Right, and it was in South Carolina.
You know what's nuts? UConn women haven't won a championship in like close to a decade.
That's
You
great.
see that 60 Minutes thing with Ariana was counseling Danny Hurley by saying, look, if you're worried about winning the championship, you should get out of this business. Because you're going to, the odds are stacked against you that you're going to lose.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I want Don Staley to say this too when she win again.
Oh, Don wants to say one more thing. And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport. And it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
She's talking about your daughter.
That's my daughter. That's my oldest daughter right there, Caitlin Clark. Richard, I appreciate you, man. Rich, I appreciate you. Jalen Champ, keep chilling, man. We got you doing your thing. We come right back more Friday, live at the QCB. Enjoy March Madness, man. Fill your brackets out.
You got to give me a Final Four. If you had to pick right now, gun to your head, who would you pick?
Oh, man. I don't know, man.
Your best guess. Or champion. Give me who you think's going to win championship.
Before Cooper Flag, I said Duke.
Okay.
I would say Duke, St. John's. I don't know if they're on the same side. Help me out.
No, they're separate regions.
Duke, St. John's, Tennessee, and Arkansas.
Duke and St. John's would be in the same bracket as Arkansas.
Yeah.
So Duke and St. John's though could be in the final. So you wanted to just throw that?
Yeah,
out?
I'm just gonna ride with Duke, man.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. We out here. Kayla, Kobe, and Big Pat, take me to the crib. We out, man. See y'all Friday. Let's go.